Recording in progress.
So, good evening and welcome to this grand finale of the internship program. I know that you're all excited to be here today, and we've got all our mentors. If you've seen, Neena ma'am is here, Devanjana ma'am is here, we have Michelle here, and we have Jyoti ma'am. So, you have interacted with them in the past 2 months in some way or the other, and hopefully gained something useful in these past 2 months. So I'm glad that many of you have joined today for this presentation, which you have prepared. And you have been preparing a lot of insightful presentations, and you've reached out to so many people, creating social awareness campaigns. And whatever you have learned, you have applied in your real life. That is most important. That is learning and then applying into real life. So today we get a glimpse of what you have prepared based on the SDGs or based on a social cause which was given to you and you have chosen as per your desire. And now today we are going to start with the presentations. And as I have told, the presentations may be very long, but since there is paucity of time, we will restrict to 5 minutes. So if your presentation is more than 5 minutes, I will request you to stop it and we can share it on a social media where people can see the full presentations. So I will request every participant to keep the limit of 5 minutes. Kindly don't exceed that so that we can finish in about 1.5 hours. And after the presentation, I will request all our mentors also to put their valuable insights or inputs, and so that uh, they are better guided into the future. So, on this note, I want to welcome you all. I'm sure you had a good New Year today. I mean, yesterday you celebrated New Year, and I hope and pray that the New Year brings you loads and loads of success because most of you are students and exams are coming up. So, I wanted to finish off in the first week of January so that you are free for your exams. And then we take this forward after your exams during the summer vacations. So on this note, I want to hand over the proceedings to our Lakshita and Devansh, who will start off with their presentation. So you can start.
Yes, sir. Just a second. I would share my screen. I hope, sir, you can see my
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. Yes, please go ahead.
Good evening, respected sir, teachers, and my fellow mates. Today, I, Lakshita, and my brother Devansh are presenting an awareness campaign on small steps, big impact. Well, this idea stuck to me when I was rereading my English chapter, A Journey to the End of the Earth by Tishani Doshi, where she says that we need to take care of the small things and the big things will take care of themselves. And climate change is one of the most pressing global challenges of 21st century, affecting ecosystem, human health, and everything. While there are large-scale policies and industrial reforms, but students like us and common citizens, our efforts often remain underestimated. Many people feel powerless, believing that a meaningful climate action is beyond their reach. But is it really so? This 7 day social media awareness campaign is on exactly that. It is small steps and big impact, focusing on promoting realistic, simple, and achievable actions that we all can incorporate into our daily lives. Instead of advocating like drastic lifestyle changes like switching off the ACs for entirely in summers, which I think in 40 to 50 degrees Celsius no one can do. Though informative posts are there, but this is on small steps. We give practical tips, interactive engagement, and the campaign aims to make climate action accessible and achievable and relatable. This plan inculcates the Sustainable Developmental Goal number 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, which are clean water sanitation, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, and life on land, respectively. The objectives of the campaign are to raise awareness about climate change, to educate students and the general public, to encourage gradual behavior change, to reduce feeling of helplessness, to promote sustainable thinking and long-term environmental responsibility. The day one starts with the campaign launch and awareness. We provide with the focus, the objective, the content type, the key message, and the call to action, along with the post and the hashtags to be used with the description of the post. The key message go with climate action does not require perfect or drastic changes. Small, consistent habits can create a large impact. Even small actions, when done consistently, create real change with hashtags such as small steps, big impact, climate awareness, and all. The day to go with reducing single use plastics. We are saying no to just one plastic item daily, and that can lead to drastic changes. It can significantly reduce the long term plastic waste. These are the posts that can be used. The description goes with refusing just one thing is easy. Ordering a drink. Just say no straw, please. Going shopping. Carry the things in your hand or bring your own tote bag. Getting takeout. Tell the restaurant that we don't need plastic cutlery. The day three goes with water conservation. Here we tell the people that there is a relation between water scarcity and climate change. Saving water does not require major effort. Small changes can also do. Encourage viewers to try the 2 minute shorter shower challenge, where with whichever duration you shower, just cut it down by 2 minutes, and that can save a lot water. We can turn off the tap while brushing and avoid letting water run unnecessarily. Now my brother will continue from here.
So, good evening, everybody. Moving on to day four, sustainable clothing choices. Yes, the clothes we wear daily also affect the climate around us. Call to action would be encouraging the viewers to follow the 30 wear rule before purchasing new clothes. Those sustainable clothing choices might sound new to you, but Greenpeace, a global independent environmental NGO known for its creative confrontation and peaceful protests, has been following it from a long time. Hashtag end fast fashion. The description would be trying this simple rule today before buying clothes. Ask, will I wear this at least 30 times, which is the 30 wear rule? Wearing our favorites again and repairing or restyling instead of replacing. Moving on to day 5, climate friendly food habits. Yes, the food we eat also affect our climate. Call to action will be to ask the viewers to try one climate friendly meal and share the choices to increase engagement. The challenge would be to trying at least one low carbon or plant based meal in a day, choosing fresh food over packaged options, and swapping packaged drinks for fresher alternatives. One meal, one day, one positive. Coming on to day 6, digital carbon footprint. The objective would be to introduce a lesser known but impactful climate concept. If the internet were a country, it would be the sixth largest user of electricity behind China, the US, Japan, and India, and Russia. So we know how big of an impact it would play. Deleting old emails, removing unused files and photos, uninstalling apps we don't use would also play a big role here. Coming to day 6, waste segregation and campaign wrap ups. We would encourage viewers to start waste segregation at home and continue at least one habit from the campaign and adopt it in their daily life. The challenge would be to separate wet waste and dry waste, rinse recyclables before throwing them, and labeling bins at home for clarity. The campaign would be wrapped up on day 7. The future plans for campaign promotions. Unpaid/organic promotion strategies would include NGOs and non-profit organizations, sharing campaign content through family, friends, and personal networks, WhatsApp forwards, WhatsApp groups, school, college, and local groups. Paid promotion strategies would include paid collaboration, online advertisements, use of digital banners and posters, celebrity or public figure promotions. This would wrap up our whole presentation. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was a good start, I would say. Wonderfully presented. A topic which is very close to many people's hearts, climate. And that is an important cause that you have taken up, because climate change is very, very apt, and everyone on the earth is actually affected by that. And the hashtag campaign that you have created, that also sounded very good. And the day-wise campaign that you have planned out, that was excellent. And what I liked most was call to action, because many of us, keep speaking a lot of things, but then you had a call for action that this is what we have to do. So well done. I think from my side, it was a very, very good presentation. So all the best. I'll request the other mentors also to add on. Nina, you want to add something?
Well, I like the insight that they shared about the electricity part, where the internet, if it was a country, it would use, and like it would be next to China and all those big countries. So that's these are the insights actually that spread more awareness, and it brings our focus to what we are doing to this world. So thank you so much for such a beautiful presentation and sharing those insights with us.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Jyoti ma'am, you would like to add on?
Sure, thank you, sir. Definitely, they are very confident and fluent speakers. First of all, I'll start with the speaking part, and then let's go to the content. The content was, very well. I mean, the PPT was very well nourished with the content. But yes, sometimes in the introduction, if we talk about less is more, so pointers could be there. I would always talk about, ये दिल मांगे more. So, call to action was there, but if you have run this campaign, I have no idea well about it. But yes, if you have run this campaign, so where is the viewers' engagement? Like, if that could be, visible here on this page, that would have helped me to know how it has created the impact. That is one. Then you have suggested the measures for, clothes. So there are various apps right now, wherein you can go and donate the clothes. That is also could be, people are not aware of it. So that could be one call to action. Then another thing you talked about, so also you can also, come up with some startup ideas here, because there are Indian economy is moving towards startups. So that could be, I'm just saying this PPT doesn't have any flaw. I'm just saying कि ये दिल मांगे more, तो I would like to see innovation here. That is it. And also at the same time, if you have heard of it, that many of the countries they're planning to have their internet in space, because it is so if that could have been brought here, so that latest updated information could have blasted this is already a blast. I mean, very well presented project, what you can say. And yes, definitely there is practical and live example of waste processing, especially in Delhi and NCR. So there are various examples if you view them. So it's not to bring you guys down, but yes, there are various things which can be added, but given that there was limited time, you guys have done really well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. We would keep this in mind going forward.
Yeah, Devanjana ma'am.
Hi, Happy New Year. I absolutely loved the presentation, honestly. It was crisp and very well presented, and I felt you were very much prepared for it. Like, there was no fumbling. I was focusing on the communication part and the fluency part as well, and there was no fumbling. Only it's here and not here. Yes, HERE is here. Okay, so that was the only thing that just I thought I would say, but rest of it, it was amazingly done. I loved the 30 wear rule. It's a very new concept, and which can be well managed and can be done. I mean, so yes, I like that idea. And also the climate friendly meal. Now we see a lot of food trends coming up and diets and all that. So this was a wonderful, I mean, this sounds a very wonderful concept. So if you can, maybe you can take it up forward and, engage a few people, run a survey. So that would give you a better idea of, how well you can manage. Guys, I absolutely loved it. Way to go. Great. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Michelle.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so much. Uh, the topic sustainable development is a very relevant topic, being from the industry, and listening to these young minds encourages me. Very progressive. The solutions you've come up with, very insightful. And I'm looking forward to see how these solutions, I mean, if listening to it and we do have a takeaway, like how these solutions can be implemented would be great. I mean, such lovely ideas. Great work, both of you. I mean, in the short period of time, you'll have done amazing, I feel. I mean, that's what I believe. And I'm sure in your next internship, you'll be just taking this to the next level. So that's it from my side. That's all. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you so
Thank you, ma'am.
much, Michelle. So Miss Michelle is the only person actually who's going to take this forward to the next level, because she's and also probably Jyoti ma'am. So because they are both in the industry, I would say. So Michelle, gave the orientation about how the industry works and how internships can be taken to the next level. So she'll be guiding you on a lot of other stuff. As I said, this is just the course is completed, but it's not the end of the story. You can still work on different skills, communication skills, and organizational skills, networking skills. So for that, we'll require your help still, Miss Michelle,
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
if
Sure.
you are
Anytime,
available, and
please.
all of our interns will be in touch with you. And same goes with Jyoti ma'am, if you are available, because you are working on these campaigns and social networking and so on. So I'm sure
Yes.
that you will be able to guide them better. So
Sure,
thank
sir.
you so much to all the mentors who shared their 2 cents on whatever the presentation was. So who would like to go next if somebody is prepared?
So I would like to go next.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So is my screen visible?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Hi, people. I'm Vidisha, the host of the Brain Trust podcast. And today we have with us a student like you all, Sai Yashvita, talking about the gap between practical learning and our Indian schooling, which we feel most of the time. Welcome back. I'm Vidisha, and today we are calling out the topper's paradox. You know the one where we can derive the most complex thermodynamics equations in our NEET coachings. But the moment the kitchen geyser stops working, we are standing there helpless until our moms come in and fix it with one magical flick of a switch. In the Indian school system, we've become world class information storage units. We've mastered the art of the 10 marker questions and the perfect diagrams. Yet, we are often practicality proof. We treat our textbooks like holy scriptures that exist only in a vacuum, completely detached from the leaking taps, the household budgets, or the actual mechanics of the world around us. We are taught that studying is something you do still sitting for 10 hours, and anything else, like fixing a bike or experimenting with the recipe, is just a distraction from the board exams. I totally feel that, Felicia, and it's why we need to bridge this gap between our marks and our mindset. I'm Ashwata, and I think we need to realize that practical learning isn't just extracurricular. It's survival with the new NEP guidelines and things like adult tinkering labs. The system is slowly waking up, but the real shift has to happen in our own homes. We need to stop seeing a broken appliance as a nuisance and start seeing it as a physics lab. Instead of memorizing the profit and loss formula for a maths test, we should be the one helping our parents calculate the GST discounts during the monthly grocery run. When we move from being passive consumers of notes to active solvers of real problems, that's when the education we're working so hard for actually starts to mean something beyond a percentage on a screen. Let's be real for a second. Practical learning is actually scary for a lot of us because it's much harder than just mugging up. In our Indian system, there's a strange comfort in rote learning. You take the textbook, repeat the lines until they are tattooed on your brain, and you get your marks. It's a safe, predictable bubble. But the second you are told, apply that knowledge, like being told to design a basic water filtration system for your building instead of just drawing the diagram, the panic sets in. We are afraid of practical learning because it allows for failure. In a board exam, there's only one correct model answer. In a project, there are 100 ways to fail. And for a student raised on the 90% or nothing mindset, that risk feels like too much. We've become so good at following instructions that we've forgotten how to find our own solutions.
I completely agree with Bishop, but that's exactly where the doing part is where the real growth happens. Think about it. When you memorize the formula, it stays in your short term memory until the exam bell rings. But when you use that formula to actually build something like calculating the load bearing capacity of a shelf, you're helping, but after that, it becomes a part of you. This is what we call concept mastery. As you can see in the learning cycle, we usually stop after the abstract stage in India. We gently get to the active experimentation. We need to start pushing for this, not just in schools, but in our households. We have to convince our parents that spending an hour fixing a broken remote, managing the household accounts, isn't wasting time. It's developing critical thinking that no tuition class can teach. Practical learning isn't an extra we do after homework. It's the only way to ensure that education actually survives once we leave the classroom.
So, coming to the end, help us make more such great podcasts by subscribing to my channel, The Brain Trust, and listen up to the previous episodes on both YouTube and Spotify. And remember, the best version of your story is still being written. And don't forget to comment on how it was and next topic you want me to talk about with again a common folk, and maybe it's you the next time.
So this was prepared by Yashvita and Sai, right?
No, it was prepared by me and Vidisha.
Okay. You are unable to switch on your camera?
Uh, the video was staying on, that's why I couldn't switch on because my network is poor. I'll
Okay.
switch on my video
So,
just.
this video, again, this earlier also, this was pointed out actually, that some parts of the audio was not clear and that was still not rectified, although it was a very good topic that you chose for a podcast. And the beyond board exams, you talked about skills and so on, but again, we lost the audio in between that. I mean, when you are doing a presentation like this, it's very important that the audio and the video has a certain amount of clarity. So I would have been happy if that part would have been rectified. But you made an effort for a podcast. As students, you should go into podcast, because when students are talking, obviously the other students are going to listen to you, because you have a lot of professionals talking. So if one among you is spreading a very good message about skills or beyond board exams, whatever you suggested, it will go into the hearts of students. So I will request you that whenever you are creating a podcast, there has to be clarity, because no one will be able to hear a podcast which is not clear. So they will, 30 second after 30 seconds, they will probably switch it off. So I hope you work on this whenever you are having a next presentation.
Actually, there was some glitch, there was some problem in my phone, so I couldn't record. I recorded it, but the volume was really low.
Yeah, so that should have been rectified, but it's okay, it's fine. I appreciate your effort. So maybe the other mentors will have something to say. Uh, yes, Nina, you want to add something? You're on mute, Nina. Just unmute.
Yeah, definitely the effort has to be applauded. You have come all this way till this week and participated. That again is commendable. But the thing is, when you are presenting and there are people who are watching you, it is very important that you take care of the details, and otherwise, everything will be taken as an excuse only. So the thing is that you are presenting and it has to be, you have to show yourself. And again, if video is not working or you cannot come on the camera, that also is not considered to be, it's not considered to be very, what to say about it. But yeah, I can say that you have to show yourself in any kind of presentation. It's very important that you show yourself. Authenticity matters. Okay, so if the audio is not clear, like Sir said, or video is not clear, then people will have their own judgment about you. Even if you are true and your authentic self and you have done your best, but still that just keep in mind, because this is something which you are going to take it forward to other organizations also. So it's not going to work like or other organizations don't work like this. Okay, so all the best for your future too.
Yeah, Jyotima.
Thank you, sir. I definitely second Nina ma'am here. Uh, so, yeah, Shilpa and Vidisha. Uh, the content was good as far as I was trying to hear it. Like you were talking about the practical solutions, but it was like I had to make an effort to hear the audio of the other person. So probably see when we are doing a check before the presentation, we can probably do a run through before that. That can help us, being presentable before the presentation. Or if you find that there is a flaw, probably we can look for other apps. Maybe Zoom is there, you can record on Zoom, and then you can replace the things with the images if you do not want to be there. But at the same time, as you are here, as ma'am shared, that definitely your presence is important, be it in the form of your voice or in your face. So thank you so much.
Yeah, Devanjana.
As much as I could hear what you were trying to say, it sounded interesting, but then I lost the major part of it. So I absolutely second Nina ma'am and Jyoti ma'am. Also, the screen had no engagement, so that was, though I know it was a podcast, but then it had to be designed in a certain way which would engage the interest of the audience. So engagement is very important. So I think you need to work on that. And the tone was also kind of, it could be a little more engaging, dramatic, if you want to say, because it sounded somewhat very monotonous, so I was losing the focus. So in order to see, the world is not a very cocooned place like this, or your school. So when you go out there, you have to face the harsh reality. And I'm not trying to discourage you at all, but let's see what it is. So let's call a spade a spade. So you have to be very prepared, irrespective of all the odds, all the challenges. You have to be prepared, and the groundwork needs to show in the final work as well. So the little things will actually help in building up the major picture. So all the very best. I'm sure the next one will be a much better presentation with all the inputs, if you keep them in mind. All my best wishes for you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Michelle, ma'am. Yeah, you can.
Yes, thank you, sir. Again, brilliant to listen to you. Yes, I lost you all when the audio went off. So next time, just be more prepared. Practice once with your audio and video synchronized. That would help you. And yeah, there's a very important quote. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. So that's my takeaway from what you presented. Though I lost you somewhere, but I did like the way you were speaking. This approach is not just a methodology, but a philosophy that echoes in the spirit of India. So yeah, we need to bridge that gap between school education and the practicality when once we enter the industry and we are not cocooned anymore. Definitely, and I agree with all the inputs that the mentors have given. and there is a scope of improvement. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I just want to tell all the participants that you have done a good work. It is not easy to take up an internship program. So kindly take it, all the comments, please take it in a positive way. If somebody is telling you, it's not that you are bad or good, but it's just that we want you to improve. That's the purpose of an internship program. So kindly take the comment so that whenever you are presenting it next, you do it better. So even if I present, there may be some negative about it. So it's okay. I mean, as human beings, we are all learning at whatever age. We always have to, as with our experience, our expertise also grows. So kindly, I will request all our interns to take everything in a positive way. Some things may not work, but we all just want you to improve so that when you actually, as Miss Michelle said, that when you go into the industry, everything is not going to be coated with rose. There may be some thorns also. So that is why we are offering the best possible advice so that when you go into the actual industry and when you get these kind of comments, you be better prepared and you convert all your energy into something which is very positive. So on this note, I will request our next
Also, sir, I
participant.
would like to add that it
Yeah.
takes a lot of courage to, come up with this
Yeah,
kind of a
absolutely.
presentation and
Yes,
speak
yes.
in front of people. I
Yeah.
mean, it's very difficult to,
It's very difficult for adults itself.
exactly,
And
exactly.
they are
Even
young
even
children.
today
So
we fumble so much with the mic in our hands. But kudos to you all that you people have given it your best shot, and things might work sometimes, things might not work sometimes, and you know better why it did not work,
yeah.
right? So there can be 200% honesty about it, but we are just trying to say that from the third person point of view, these are the thoughts that might come to people's minds. So it's always better to get prepared. That's
Thank you. Thank
the
you so much,
idea of
Devanshi.
pointing out the things, nothing else.
Yeah, Abhinav, you wanted to present?
Yes, sir. Just a second. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Uh, Good evening, everyone. I'm Abhinav. I'm currently in grade 9. So, the topic I have chosen is the Delhi air crisis, the impacts and solution. So, first is the introduction, the main causes, health impacts, environmental impacts. Introduction. Delhi's air pollution is a serious crisis. It impacts everyone living there. We will explore the causes, health effects, and environmental damage. So the main causes are vehicular emissions, industrial pollution, construction dust, and agricultural burning are the key drivers. So you might have seen many people are many economic activities happen in Delhi. So in some like people prefer to take their own vehicle rather than to do carpooling or use a public vehicle such as a bus or a tram. So this is a main reason which contributes to the pollution. The health impacts are Delhi's air pollution takes a heavy toll on public's health. Breathing the toxic air leads to numerous health problems. Respiratory illness like asthma and bronchitis worsen significantly. Children and the elderly are particularly vulnerable. Long-term exposure increases the risk of heart disease and lung cancer, reduced life expectancy, and concerning consequences. The environmental impacts. Air pollution damages ecosystems, reduces visibility, and alters weather patterns locally. Ecosystem damage. Air pollutants harm plants and animals, disrupting food chains. Reduced visibility. Smog obscures landmarks and reduces the aesthetic appeal. Because of this, many people may collide and there might be a numerous number of accidents. Weather pattern changes. Pollution affects rainfall pattern and local temperatures. So this is the screen which I invented. So many people in Delhi can use this because it's an affordable choice. So these are
the main three layers which I used to make the screen. So first layer, as you can see over here, is the hair net, and the primary layer they use in a mask. So this is used to filter out any micro dust particles or any dust particle present in the air. And the second layer, which is over here, is actually in prototype, is not the final product. So it consists of an as everybody who has a car know that there is a filtration part in the front of the car. So it has a similar structure over here. And the last part, which is the overlapping part, is the muslin cloth. So the muslin cloth will be helping to capture any major particles. So if anybody wants to see the full video with the explanation, you may please scan the QR code. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Abhinav. And just for everybody's knowledge, Abhinav has joined from South Africa, isn't it?
Sir, West Africa.
West Africa. So he was in the news also for his innovations. So maybe he was not able to communicate that much well, but he's a great innovator and inventor. So that's what we need. The need of the hour is you had a presentation. So actually, I was thinking that, all these things that you are sharing, we all know. But then, the in the end, he twisted his game by saying that this is what I have made and this is what people can do. So that was a good part, Abhinav. So keep your innovation is very important, and especially when it is helping other people. So keep up the good work, and I'm sure that whenever we're thinking of a problem, there are also people, young students like you. You are only in class 9, I think, and young students like you who are finding out a solution to the problem instead of just talking about it. So that's what is very important. So well done. If
Thank you,
anybody,
sir.
yeah, Nina, you want to share something?
Yes, congratulations, Abhinav. It was very well presented and with the beautiful insights and your own innovation that you have added to the presentation was also great. I could see that how you actually feel for the topic because throughout your presentation, we could understand what you are saying and what you're trying to present and show to the audience. That was really good. And one thing that I would like to say is the conclusion and the introduction. Just take some more time for that, okay? Because that is what brings the attention. Introduction brings the attention of the audience, and conclusion is what is something that will stay with the audience. Okay, so I found an abrupt ending. That's all. Otherwise, it was really good.
Also, I
Thank you,
like
ma'am.
the QR code part. So, that, so that was good. Yeah, well done. Jyoti, ma'am, you want to add something?
Yes, thank you, sir. Abhinav, congratulations, first of all. And
Thank you.
it brings a lot of curiosity in me because I'm the one who keep looking for these kind of things, something innovative coming up. But yes, definitely, as Nina ma'am shared, that even if we have that strong innovator in us, we need to have few more things stronger for the presentation. So I found the presentation flowing effortlessly, but yes, at the same time, the introduction could be stronger and the conclusion could end with a better note. Besides the video, definitely I'm going to watch the video. I've taken a snapshot of the QR code and I'll go through it. Yes. Thank you so much. Keep rising, keep shining. Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Devanjana, ma'am?
I was very curious. Congratulations, first of all, and it kind of piqued my curiosity. I was waiting for more. And the introduction part, what happened? What do you think was the problem with the introduction part, Avinav, according to
Ma'am,
you?
so I think maybe I could improve it with the question. So it has all of your attention. You all get curious, so you can focus on the presentation more.
Yes, right. And what happened was you were reading, actually, you just read the content that was there on the PPT that we could read. If you could have just touched upon the points and explained a bit, or, used some rhetorics and or some questions, maybe that would have been a better start. And as Neena ma'am rightly pointed out, I was waiting for more. So I did not picture this to end so soon. And the QR code was really very innovative, and you know, you know what, the innovation will come to the forefront with this presentation. So you need to pick the interest of your audience with such a kind of a presentation, and it's only then that you get a chance to showcase or exhibit your innovation. This is the primary part. So once this is clarified, then it opens a lot many doors. So keep that in mind. And I'm sure, this kind of light, nobody can stop it. So keep shining. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, hi Abhinav, congratulations on your accomplishments. And I'm glad to see you don't only have the problem, you also have a solution. And a very unique one, using all the digital knowledge that you have gained over time. Amazing. Keep going. And yes, I also like the suspense now that you left in the end, to be continued. So yeah, I'll go ahead and watch that. Yeah, all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Who would like to go next? Dilpreet, you
Sir,
want to?
can we
Sir, can
present?
I present?
Yeah, okay. Dilpreet. After that,
Thank you, sir.
Ishita can do it.
So
Okay.
this project is made by us in group, me, Gyankor and Mukhtar Singh.
Yeah.
So sir, can I share?
Sure. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
So just 1 minute, I'll take your leave
Yeah.
as I
Yes.
have a session to attend.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you. Thank
everyone.
you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Sir.
Okay, Jyoti.
Bye.
Bye.
When we hear the term
Sir, is this coming now?
Go ahead.
Okay, sir.
The video is
the
not
video is
playing.
not playing. Communication skills,
Yeah.
most
Fine,
of us
fine.
immediately think about talking in English. But honestly, communication starts much before we speak. It starts with how we enter a room, how we sit, how we look at people, and how comfortable we are being ourselves. So today I'll tell you how communication skills works in real and practical way. The way it actually works in interviews, conferences, and professional life.
In my opinion, first impressions are created silently before you even say hello. People already notice your posture, your expression, and your confidence. In interviews, this matters a lot. Not because interviewers are judging you as a person, but because they are trying to understand how calm and aware you are under pressure. Presence matters more than perfection. Listening skills is also the most underrated communication skill. Many people listen only to reply, but effective communicators listen to understand. Maintaining eye contact and responding thoughtfully shows respect, and respect builds connection. Communication skills are not limited to speak fluently. This includes body language, appearance, listening, and attitude. When these elements come together, communication becomes clear and effective. This helps create a strong first impression. In professional situations, communication often speak before qualifications. Calm behavior, clear speech, and attentive listening shows confidence and maturity. Being comfortable with silence and staying consistent build trust. Overall, communication helps skills. Express ideas clearly and confidently with practice and self-awareness. Communication opens doors to personal and professional growth.
One thing I personally feel is very important in communication is being comfortable with silence. Not every pause needs to be filled with words. Sometimes taking a moment before responding show confidence and maturity. Silence, when used correctly, makes your words more meaningful.
Our body language often speaks louder than our words. Small things makes a big difference. Sitting straight but relaxed. Making eye contact naturally and using hand movements gently. That shows how natural, how open you are. At the same time, habits like constantly looking down here and there, crossing your arms tightly, that shows you are not interested in the meeting. These things actually make you look so nervous even if you are prepared. Good communication doesn't mean using complicated English vocabulary. It means speaking clearly but with confidence. Speaking slowly, choosing simple words, and adding pauses instead of adding fillers that makes you feel more confident. It's okay to make small mistakes because clarity is more powerful than perfection.
Another important part of communication is consistency. If your word says one thing but your body language are saying something else, people will feel confused. Good communications happens when your words, tone, expressions and all actions are sending the same message. That's how the trust is built.
Clothing is a non-verbal communication. It tells whether we take the situation seriously. You don't need clothes that are expensive. You need clothes that are clean, simple, and well fitted. Neutral colors, clean shoes, and proper grooming quietly communicates with professionalism without even saying a word. Communication skills are not limited to speak fluently. They include your body language, your speaking skills, your listening skills, your appearance, the way you present yourself. And when these all elements combine together, your communication skills automatically become so clear, so effective.
Overall communication skills help express ideas clearly and confidently. With practice and self-awareness, anyone can improve them. Strong communication opens doors to personal and personal growth.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So this was, I think, prepared by three people, no? Gyankor was there. I mean, you were fabulous.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, your screen presence is
And
very good.
Mukhtar also.
You're so comfortable for on the screen, and what you spoke made a lot of sense.
Thank you, sir.
I found the presentation very good. Uh, I'll ask the other mentors to comment. Nina, what do you say?
It was brilliantly presented, commending, I mean, commenting on the fact that you collaborated with each other and it was not a single presentation and each one had their own views to share. I liked the part of verbal and non-verbal communication that you shared. And one thing that stayed with me was don't go after perfection. And there is a beautiful concept in the Japanese culture, wabi sabi, which says that, it's not about communication becomes a hurdle in many people's lives. And if we don't focus on the perfection, because everyone is focusing on perfection, I have to be fluent and the pronunciation has to be correct, or, I have to look certain way. And you brought all those points really beautifully well and you were quite comfortable with the camera also. So well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Devanjana, ma'am?
Congratulations. I absolutely loved it. It was giving me the pretty much of an influencer vibe. The way they were very comfortable with the camera. And you touched upon very important points. You talked about clothing, you talked about gestures, you talked about verbal and non-verbal communication, and primarily about listening. How listening skills, it's a very underrated thing, and I absolutely loved it. Uh, Maybe a little more on gestures. Interview etiquette could have been better, but it was a very compact and very well done, stylish presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. Michelle, ma'am.
So, hi, team. So, communication works for those who work at it. So, yeah, you all did a great job and you addressed the fact that little things matter. So, we often tend to forget this. Yes, the little things matter and they make a big difference. So, great job and all the best.
And also, Michelle, if I am not wrong, these are the very important aspects which everyone has to take care, especially when you're going for interviews. The first
Yeah, yeah.
impression, so probably you could talk a little, not in this context, but in general, probably in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So, can you hear me? Yeah, so you spoke about interviews, you all touched upon it very little, but yes, I did notice that you all brought about the key aspects, that is grooming yourself well, speaking clearly, speaking simply. These are good points, and during an interview, this will definitely help you. And especially be a little more prepared, whenever you go for an interview, whatever the topic, whatever you are addressing, be a little well read, educate yourself a little bit, and another, yeah, and confidence. Yeah, be confident. In whatever you do, just be be grounded and know what you're doing. Like be there. That's it. Own yourself. Own that presence that you have. So
Thank
that's
you.
it.
Thank you so
In a
much.
quick, if you tell me 30 seconds, this is what I would like to mention.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Oh, I can go on. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So as I said, this is we will try to carry forward this probably after their exams in May, June, when they get a little more free. So as of now, since they will all be busy with pre-boards and boards and college exams, so we are giving them a sort of a break now. So, so
Sure.
Ishita, you wanted to present after that, Ketan, no? This is who's
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah, just after Ishita. Okay.
Left, so there's an interest comes.
Yeah,
So
and
good
there is
evening,
always
everyone.
interest comes for you.
So good evening, everyone. Today, I, Avika Bubal and Ishita Singh would be presenting a short debate on the topic that should artificial intelligence be included in therapy or not. So we hope our presentation encourages a thoughtful discussion. Ishita, you can present.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ishita Singh and I am Avika Bubal. We both are from class 11 from Bal Bharti Public School, Dwarka. Imagine a situation where a child is facing emotional turmoil because of family problems. Whom do you think he should approach? A professional psychologist or the artificial intelligence which is readily available to us? So today, I stand to argue for the motion that AI should be used for therapy. And I stand to argue against the motion that AI should not be used for therapy. With the rapid improvement in technology, AI is now being explored as a supportive tool both in therapy as well as mental health. Therapy is not just about giving answers, but it is also about forming human connections. A machine may process information, but it can never truly understand human emotion. Firstly, AI does not judge. People often feel afraid of being judged by society and even therapists. Hence, AI provides a safe environment for them to express their feelings freely. Secondly, AI is always available. Mental health issues do not follow a schedule, and since AI tools are available to us 24/7, people can express their late night stress too. AI can't be emotional. A therapy requires emotional understanding and real empathy, which only humans can provide. Secondly, physical comfort is not available. A real therapist's tone, presence, and reassurance can never be replaced by any chatbot. Thirdly, AI therapy is less costly. Professional therapy might be very expensive, but AI based therapy is more accessible to most people in the country. Also, it is also reachable to the parts of the country which are remote or either rural. Hence, AI also removes the barriers of travel time, distance, as well as cost.
Even if it's less costly, it does not mean that the information given is 100% accurate. There have been many incidences where AI have misunderstood the emotional situation, and it is not for people with serious problem. For example, a person with chronic depression has to get treated by a psychiatrist because it cannot be treated solely by AI. And lastly, there has been always an issue with privacy, so as information available online can be misused. But a psychologist and a psychiatrist always keep the information of their patients confidential.
Hence, to conclude, it can be said that it is true that AI can be used as a therapist since it provides emotional guidance, non judgmental space, and easy access.
But it is important to know that ChatGPT is not an actual therapist because an actual therapist requires to form connection with humans.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you so much. You brought in a very relevant topic of AI, which is going to be the future, and the topic was very relevant for me and for many others. So the debate was also you collaborated with each other since you were in the same school, and you carried out a discussion on the pros and cons. And I found it okay. You could have added many more. Probably you could have added some pictures, or while you are presenting, you could have shown the to support your arguments, or you could have made added some more points to validate your debate. But overall, I found it okay. I mean, because the topic was relevant and the time given was less, considering all those parameters, I think it was okay. Nina.
So I really appreciate that you came up with such a wonderful topic, and it is something which resonates with many of the people that will be listening after the session also today. And I admire the fact that you are able to collaborate, come together, present, prepare. All that takes a lot of time. So you have given so much time. So that is again something I really admire about the presentation. One thing that came to my mind is that, recording is one thing that requires a lot of effort. But when you are presenting live, we need to hear you live also. We need to hear your conversations live. Even if you don't have the presentation, you are both here as live audience. So you can add a few, and that will add spice to your recording. Okay. Otherwise, it's just a recording which we can see anywhere on YouTube. But since you are live participants and the pearls of wisdom that you're going to share over here with us live, that's going to make a huge impact anywhere that you go. Okay. So make sure that whenever you are presenting, if the recording is there, well and good, but add some more pearls of wisdom live. Okay.
Thank you. Devanjana ma'am?
I think Nina ma'am covered all the points that I had in my mind. I was looking forward to some more spontaneity. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I felt it was nice, but a little more engagement on the screen. Maybe some pictures, some animated videos, or something of that sort, which would nicely complement your points, your ideas, that. And the pitch of the debate, since it's a debate, you use the word debate. So just keep in mind that the pitch of the debate needs to have an argumentative tone. I mean, not the nation bashing tone that we hear on the news channels, not that, but a little more argumentative, a little more passionate tone. So if that would have been there, it would have been brilliant. Otherwise, also, it was very well done. And I'm sure you are all starting. So at this level, if you are doing such a great work, I can absolutely vouch for it that in future it will be amazing. So all the very best.
Thank you, ma'am. Michelle, you are there, or?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm there.
yeah.
So, hi, both of you. Yeah, so this was a engaging topic, and definitely it is a broad topic, and you've been able to present to us the pros and the cons. That's a very good effort on your end. And yeah, if you had a little more visuals and you could have made it a little more engaging, it would have even been better. Uh, Thank you. That was very insightful. That's all.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Yes, Ketan. Yashwant, can you switch on your camera? Your hand is raised, but we can't see you.
Sir, there is a problem in our mobiles, so
Okay, okay. Then you'll have to wait. Okay, then you'll have to wait. Okay, we'll give the chance to the people who have already here. So, Ketan
okay.
and Joanna, if you're ready, you can go next. Sakshit, you are ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so after Joanna. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Pratibha is also here. Okay, fine. So, after Ketan, we have Joanna, then Sakshit, then Pratibha. Okay.
Sir, I have to say something, then I will
Yeah,
present.
yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Yes, yes. The power of clear words is the key to effective communication, as it prevents misunderstanding, builds trust, boosts engagement, and drives action by using simple, direct, avoiding jargon, and focusing on core message, which ensures the audience grasps and the intent, meaning of respecting. Clear communication is vital for accuracy, efficiency, and stronger relationships, making it foundational for leadership and collaboration. As a student of class 9, I feel it's an important skill for each one of us. So I'll just share. Yes, sir. Yes. Just a second.
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
Showcasing effective communication skills. First is verbal communication, speaking and listening. Speaking. Effective speaking involves clearly articulating thoughts and ideas, engaging the audience, and adjusting tone and pace for better understanding and connection. Listening is an active process that requires focus and empathy, allowing one to fully understand and respond to the speaker, thus enhancing overall communication. Non-verbal communication, body language, and facial expressions. Body language encompasses gestures, posture, and movement that convey message beyond words, significantly influencing how communication is perceived. Facial expressions play a crucial role in communication by conveying emotions and reactions, often complementing verbal messages or expressing sentiments when words are lacking. Core principles of effective communication: clarity and conciseness, audience awareness, active listening, non-verbal communication, empathy, open mindedness, and feedback. Types of effective communication are verbal communication, non-verbal communication, interpersonal skills, presentational skills, and listening skills. Avoiding confusion. Clarity in message and feedback mechanism are two such components which will help us in avoiding confusion. Clear communication ensures that the intent message is understood as intended, which minimizes misunderstanding and misinterpretations, fostering a more cohesive environment. Feedback mechanism. Implementing feedback mechanisms allows for clarification and confirmation of the message, promoting a two-way communication process that enhances understanding and engagement. Reducing mistakes, clear instructions, and confirming understanding. Clear instructions provide explicit and precise instructions, help individuals follow directions effectively, thereby decreasing the likelihood of errors and improving overall productivity. Encouraging confirmation of understanding ensures that all parties are aligned, reducing the chances of mistakes stemming from assumptions or unclear communication. Recommendation for improving your communication skills are 7 C's and 3 P's. Here are the 7 C's. First C is clear. Focus on one idea with simple, unambiguous language. Second is concise. Get to the point quickly, eliminating unnecessary words. Third is concrete. Be specific and use facts or examples rather than vague statements. Four is correct. Ensure accuracy in facts, figures, and grammar. Fifth is coherent. Organize your thoughts logically for a smooth flow. Six is complete. Provide all necessary information for the recipient to act or understand. Seventh is courteous. Be polite, respectful, and consider the audience perspective. Here are the 3 P's. First is prepare. Thoroughly understand your audience, define your goal, structure your content logically, and research your topic well to build confidence and clarity. Second is practice. Rehearse your message multiple times. Focusing on vocal variety, timing, body language, and adapting your speech for smooth delivery. Getting feedback to refine it. Perform. Deliver your message with conviction, passion, and presence, making eye contact and connecting emotionally with your audience to ensure they receive and understand your intended meaning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ketan. And
Thank you so much.
the topic again on communication was you covered a lot of points. I liked the you have taken 3 P's and 7 C's. You did a little research and collected some information on that. But as Jyoti ma'am had already pointed out, sometimes when we do a presentation, you don't have to read out everything because see the slide is already there. So what happens is that you can add something or you can simplify something and summarize something and present it in a more interesting way because the slide is there just to help you know things. Just reading may not help. So you could have worked on that. Otherwise, I think it was a good presentation.
Okay, sure.
Nina, you want to add?
Yes, your name is, I'm not
Ketan. He always answers
Ketan.
in
Okay,
plus.
Ketan. Ketan, you seem to be really excited about the topic, and it came through your presentation, though it was more of reading, but reading also you got the right tones in while reading. Another thing that I noticed was your content. You have worked really well on your content and communication. Everyone speaks about verbal, non-verbal, but certain points like empathy, you focused on that. You focused on feedback. So those were quite insightful. So well done and all the best for your future presentation and make it more, and especially when it is on communication, make it more conversational, engaging. Okay.
Okay.
Well done.
Thank you. Devanjana ma'am?
Ketan, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Ketan, it was a very well researched project. I mean, a very well researched presentation. You really did work hard. The points were very interesting and very relevant too.
Thank you.
However, as the two mentors did point out, that it had to be a little more, engaging, a little more spontaneity needed to be there. Rather than the reading. I loved the introduction part which you did even before you could share the screen.
Yes.
So the visibility also matters there, and your communication with the audience that lays the foundation. But even there, I think you read because it was reflecting on your specs too. So the spontaneity needs to be there. Once you get to be interactive, once you get the audience hooked onto you and engage the audience, then it'll just flow and it'll be very smooth. So just forget about all the judgmental souls and take the leap of faith. Once you do it, I'm sure you'll get the ball rolling. So all the very best. And you have a spark in you. I see that spark in your personality, and it'll take you really to greater heights. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Michelle?
So, hi, Ketan. So, I really love the fact that you young students are focusing on the power of communication. Yeah. and you're trying your best to be clear, the clarity you brought to it. Yes, a quick tip, like all the other mentors said, next time when you focused on very nice content, rich content, that is 7 C's, the 4 P's. So what you could do is you could add some more and little more animations, visuals that would also help you to remember, and you don't need to read out of it. So otherwise, awesome, amazing. Keep going, Ketan.
Thank
All the best.
thank
Thank
you.
you. Okay, Joanna, you're ready.
Yes, sir. एक yes, sir. I'm just. Good evening, everyone. Today I'll be talking about a social issue. So, what should childhood look like? Should it look like this? Or is it supposed to look like this? So, for most children, childhood is associated with learning new things, like going to school. But for some children, instead of classroom and books, daily life involves work and responsibilities at a very young and tender age. So, child labor, what is child labor? Child labor refers to the employment of children in work and includes activities that are physically demanding for them and also mentally stressful for the children. And it is totally different from helping occasionally at home. It involves regular work that prevents children from attending school or enjoying a normal childhood. So, child labor can exist in many different places like factories, workshops, roadside eateries, tea stalls, domestic work inside homes, construction sites, agriculture and farming, street vending, etc. And the children involved in labor often suffer from physical exhaustion, injuries, mental stress, poor health, etc. But most importantly, they miss out on education, which traps them in the same cycle of poverty for life. So, the government should ensure free and quality education for such children and their families. Financial support should be given to these families and so that they do not need to depend on the children's income. Strict law enforcement should be provided, and most important is awareness because many people still don't realize that employing a child, even in small jobs, is very harmful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Joanna, for bringing in a very uh, important topic, child labor, which we see across in all third world countries. Even in India, we find that every dhaba or every street vendor will have a small child working at a small at a restaurant, or you will find them roaming around on the street without education. Although we have the Right to Education Act, which allows the child to have free and compulsory education, but you brought in this pertinent point, that is stopping of child labor, and you presented it well. You had a presentation and you spoke, I mean, as the mentors were pointing out in the other. So you brought that aspect also very nicely. Also, there should have been I mean, you had given some suggestion that this should be done, this should be done. But also, what happens when you see a child working at a stall or some area? Probably you could have added that, probably a child helpline number, or some a website where we can what can we as people who are seeing this, I mean, we see and we move away, I mean, we have empathy or sympathy or whatever it is, we understand there is a problem, but what do we do about it? Probably that could have been added in your presentation, that if you see a child, then report it to this person, or what can you do about it, how to get them enrolled in a school, probably, or some NGO which can be connected, the child can be connected. So that could have been added, but you brought out the topic was nicely presented, both in terms of what you presented in on the screen as well as what you spoke. Nina.
Thank you, sir.
Joanna, you came up with a topic on child labor, which is a sensitive topic, and the tone was also that you have used was quite, I mean, synchronized with what you presented. Another thing that I noticed was that you that's a problem, child labor, and Michelle ma'am had mentioned to one of the presenters that he has a problem and he has a solution too. So I would bring that over here for you, that you have presented the problem, but a little more research on the content would have been really great, and some solutions for the listeners who are present in front of you. That's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was well
Yeah.
presented.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Devan.
Um, Wonderfully done, wonderfully presented. I like the volume, the tone, the intonation. I mean, the voice modulation that you used. It was very much pertinent and in sync with the content topic that you have chosen. And as rightly pointed out by Matthew Sir and Nina ma'am, that a solution would have given it a very nice conclusion. That's the only thing. Otherwise, it was very well presented. I absolutely liked the presentation. It felt different. It was not exciting. It was not thrilling. It was very slow, very relevant, very heart touching. So yes, wonderfully done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Michelle, ma'am.
So, hi, Joanna. Like Nina ma'am said, definitely your presentation had the quality of sensitivity and it brought out the emotional quotient, which is a very important aspect of communication. I liked it. And yes, adding to that, definitely you can work on the solution part of the problem that you presented. Good work. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Joanna, and thank you to all the mentors. Sakshit, if you are ready, you can present.
Yes, sure. Just a second. Good evening, respected teachers and my dear friends. Today, I would like to discuss the rising prices of gold and silver by presenting different viewpoints and aspects related to this topic. To begin with, gold and silver are precious metals that have been valued since ancient times. In India, they are not only seen as ornaments but also as a symbols of wealth, tradition, and security. People buy gold and silver during festivals, weddings, and special occasions, and many families consider them a reliable form of long term savings. When we look at the current market trends, it is clear that the prices of gold and silver have increased significantly in recent years. One major reason for this rise in inflation, as the cost of living increases, the value of money decreases, and people prefer investing in gold and silver to protect their wealth. Global economic uncertainty, such as wars, pandemics, and financial crisis, also increases demand for these metals because they are considered safe assets. Another important factor is the fluctuation in currency value. Since India imports most of its gold and silver, a weaker rupee makes these metals more expensive. From an investor's perspective, the rising prices of gold and silver have both advantages and disadvantages. On the positive side, these metals help protect savings from inflation and reduce risk during unstable market conditions. They also help in diversifying investment portfolios. However, gold jewelry for weddings, however, there are negative impacts as well. High prices make it difficult for middle class families to afford gold jewelry for weddings and festivals. Some jewelry businesses may suffer due to reduced sales. Moreover, excessive investment in gold may reduce investment in productive areas like education, business, and infrastructure. In conclusion, the rising prices of gold and silver affect individuals, investors, and the economy in different ways. While these metals continue to remain valuable and trustworthy assets, it is important to understand market trends and invest wisely. A balanced approach that includes various investment options can ensure financial stability and long term growth. Thank you.
Yeah, you can stop presentation, Sakshit.
Yes, just.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Sakshit, for your presentation.
Thank
You took up a topic which was actually I was not expecting, frankly, gold and silver. So I couldn't find a social cause in this as such. So I
It
didn't.
was a discussion, sir, normal on the current
Yeah.
topic.
Okay. Yeah.
As gold and silver are, the prices of them are rising.
Rising, yeah. So you could have connected to, the how people are buying it, just as an investment, or some people buy it out of they want to as a collection somehow. Because see, we were working on SDG, so whenever we are doing a presentation, it has to be connected to a social cause as well. So I found a little disconnect in that, but I think probably you took it up as a general presentation. And if you are taking it up as that, then it was fine. But the topic that we had given was you have to promote a social cause, or you have to connect it to an SDG. So anyway, we appreciate your effort, and probably next time whenever you are doing something, there has to be a message, there has to be a relevance to the people who are listening. So gold and silver may not be relevant to everybody here, right? So it may be probably relevant to investors or people who are buying gold and silver.
I have also sent you an animated social media campaign on traffic rules.
Yeah, so that would have been something which would have been better for a presentation like this. So anyway, it's fine. So probably next time you could do that. Okay, thank
Yes,
you, thank you so much.
thank you.
Nina, you want to add on something?
Sakshit, I couldn't connect much with gold and silver, but one some points that I have noticed from your presentation, I would share that. See, when you are presenting, it is very important that even in a live session online, you can have the eye contact. So throughout, if you could even, for once you could, I was just thinking that Sakshit, please look up, look at the pinhole. So it's very important that you make that connect, even if it is seldom, that doesn't matter. So that connect wasn't there. And even regarding the topic, uh, it was pretty generalized. You could have added the latest price, that could have added some more interest in us. The price of what is the Nifty, or the price of silver and gold. So that could have been a high point of your presentation.
I will work on it, ma'am.
Thank you. It
Yeah,
was
Devanya?
good.
Sakshit, congratulations for the effort.
Thank
And
you.
just one thing that I would want to mention is that every presentation needs to have a purpose. So once you establish that purpose, I think the audience gets to connect with it very easily. So maybe this presentation also would have worked had you connected, like Nina ma'am just pointed out. the recent price trends, or its effect on the Indian economy or the global economy for that matter. If that could have been, or how much of a percentage, some statistical input on how much of a percentage does the middle class man look at it from the point of view of expenditure or something of that sort. See, I'm not very fluent with this topic, so I will not be able to say much on the content, but even if you see, you were clearly reading it out, I could understand. But you need to have eye contact, as ma'am just pointed out. Even if you read it out, you know what, once you start reading, our brain is like a sponge. It holds information. So once you look into the words, the last 2 3 words will remain in your mind. So try to at least speak those last 3 to 4 words by looking at the person who's in front of you, or the pinhole camera that's there on your laptop or your PC. So that establishes a connect with the audience. You can try this exercise at home also. You can stand in front of the mirror, try reading out one newspaper article every single day, and each line that you're reading, the last 2 3 words, try to look into the mirror and speak. That will give you a better exposure. Also, you will be able to see how your expression looks like. You will be able to manage your gestures better. So try doing that. I think that will help you out in the future. Great effort nonetheless.
I will work
Congratulations.
on it, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Michelle, ma'am.
Hi, Sakshit. So you chose a very hot topic and you gave us a lot of information. And yeah, what I would like to say, you could have added a bit of the social impact gold and silver has, like the other mentors have pointed out. And yeah, you can work on the animations, visuals, that could have made it a little more interesting. Overall, you did a good job. You can do better.
Actually, I made this PPT in almost 1.5, 2 hours, as my
Okay.
pre-board two were going on.
Okay. Okay. That's
Perfectly
what I'm saying.
understand.
You did a good job. You can
This
do
is all
better.
for next time. Just keep these tips for
Just
next
keep
time.
this in mind. Yeah.
Thank
Not in a negative way. Yeah. Just for you to do better. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Pratibha.
Yes, sir.
After that, Janani can do. Okay, Pratibha after. Yeah.
Okay. They say your first teacher
Sir, is it audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
shapes the way you see learning, not just in school, but in life. For me, that first teacher was my mom. She's been teaching for over 20 years, guiding students through exams, emotions, and eras. From chalkboards to smartboards, she's seen classrooms transform and watched the idea of learning itself evolve. Today, I'm not just interviewing a teacher, I'm talking to a woman who taught me how to hold a pencil, how to ask questions, and maybe most importantly, how to listen. Welcome to Lessons Beyond the Syllabus. Mom, let's start from the beginning. What made you choose teaching, and after all these years, what kept you in it? And give us a little introduction about yourself, please. Over to you. Hi, so I'm glad we are doing this podcast and we are talking about something that's very close to my heart. That is my profession and people who are at the center of this profession, which is children. So I'm really thankful for this opportunity and I'm glad I'm doing this with you. So, yeah, let's start. So, my professional journey began when I had just finished my honors graduation with English literature, and I happened to come across this course in Calcutta, which was called Diploma in English Language Teaching. And that's where it all started because I had not
figure out earlier because I had varied interests and I didn't really know what I wanted to do because there were so many things that I wanted to do at that point. But enrolling myself into that course gave me clarity and direction. And after doing my diploma in ELT, I was sure that I wanted to get into teaching. But that was not the point when that is where I did realize there was a lot of learning and that teaching is a vast kind of a world and there's so much that you can learn. But when I fell in love with this profession was when I met children in the classrooms. When I got my first job and I met children in the classrooms and, looking into their eyes as to a little inhibition in the beginning and then the happiness when they came to know that, when they felt that, this teacher's going to be, fun to be with. And those uh, sparkling smiles. So that is when I actually fell in love with the profession. So I can say that about my beginning.
Mhm. And after all these years, what's kept you in it? Is it the same?
Well, yeah. So I always, creating some kind of
Uh,
they had an issue and they wanted to resolve it, and there was a lot become. I have never for a single day regretted being a teacher because I just love being around children. And you know that most of my professional life, as you were growing up, you've seen that I've taught teenagers and adolescents. So it's so interesting to be around these people. So I just love them. And, in the morning, even if I'm not feeling so, there are days when you're not feeling very well, right? Not your brightest. And you won't believe how my whole spirit changes when I enter the classroom or, in fact, the school campus. The moment I step into the corridors, life just changes. I just get this surge of energy to deal with things, to talk to them. So I think it's the children who are at the center of everything here. And so I just love this profession because
That's
of children.
great. I love that.
yeah, Pratibha, thank you. I
Yes,
know
so
it's a
this is
long
actually
podcast.
a very long
Yeah, yeah,
podcast.
yeah. So you can share it with us. I am sure everyone will be able to hear it. So, one very important thing is that this podcast is a conversation. I mean, you have been influenced by your mother, or you are close to your mother. You chose that as a conversation, so that came out very well. So I really liked that you are influenced by your mother, and you wanted to share her story with a lot of people. And I'm sure I could hear her passionate voice also because if she's around, I mean, she can join us actually. So we'll be happy to see her as well. So Pratibha is joining, I think, from Dubai. So is your mom around?
So she's not here right
Okay.
now. She's
Okay. So
outside.
convey our good wishes to her because we could see that she is also passionate about her, and you seeing her passion chose to share her story. So that part came out very well. And it's a long podcast, so we would love to hear the full podcast. But since the limitation of time was less, but you could have added some probably pictures or pictures of your mother and daughter picture could have we could have visualized that conversation more in a better way. Okay, so Nina, you want to add on something?
The bonding of mother-daughter came out well over here, and through the conversation, and the journey of your mom is interesting, and how she shared her passion and the the teaching aspects of students' question, personal aspects also she has shared. So that is really commendable. Another thing is, since Sir had said in the beginning that there has to be a social cause, so I couldn't connect to that part.
Actually, this is a 17-minute long podcast since we just
Mm-hmm.
went with the conversation. We actually discuss about burnout, how technology and
Oh,
education
okay, okay, okay,
intersect.
okay.
Yeah, it's a
So,
long.
Pratibha, just one suggestion. You could have just introduced your mom and just gone to the crucial part of the podcast, which you want the audience to listen to, because these are your 5 minutes. And how you want to present, that is your choice. That is, you have to choose what you want to present. Okay. So, because those 5 minutes are not going to come back in future also. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Devanjana.
Congratulations, Pratibha. I'm looking forward to listening to the entire podcast because it sounds pretty interesting and there's a wonderful vibe that is there in it. But as Nina ma'am rightly pointed out, that the purpose needs to be there right in the very beginning, which will establish why this podcast. So there needs to be a very clear cut synchronization of the personal and its connectivity to the audience. So if that gets established right in the very beginning, I think then you can customize it with a lot of personal stance, which makes it very warm and cozy, because it's a podcast. Also, Matthew sir pointed out, and I also had the same thing in my mind. I think I was missing something on the screen. So if there would have been something, some snippets, maybe some moments, maybe a collage of visual, so would have made it a little more engaging. But I liked and loved the tone that you both used. Very passionate, very genuine, and very spontaneous. So yes, I'm looking forward to listening to the entire thing. All the very best. Keep shining.
Thank you, ma'am. Michelle, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
So, hi Pratibha. I like the message you gave out that your mom being your mom being your teacher and teaching as a profession. In the few minutes that I listened to it, I found it was impactful. Yes, the method you chose was podcasting, but and I would like to say, like the other mentors, you could have just added a little bit more of. I know it's not part of a podcast, but you could have added some visual or some animation, which would have brought out the vitality. So that's it. That's all. All the best and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. I'll definitely work on the suggestions that I
Thank
was
you.
given. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Janani, and then after that, Yashwant. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, is that audible?
Are you playing something?
Yes, sir.
No, we can't hear. You share again. When you share with computer sound. Press the share button and then there will be an option, share computer sound.
Today, I want to talk about Gen.
Yeah,
Today,
yeah, we
I
can
want
hear. Go ahead.
and Janani. Today, I want to talk about Gen Zs, the generation that many people talk about, but not everyone truly understands. Gen Z is the first generation to grow up completely surrounded by technology. From the young age, we have smartphones, internet, social media in our hand. For us, technology isn't something we have learned later. It's something we grew up with. We use internet not just for scrolling or watching videos, but to understand, build career, listen, listening and learning the new skills. Think about online class, remote work, digital marketing, content creation, freelancers, etc. Gen Z adapt to all of these very quickly. Change doesn't scare us because we have lived in fast changing world. But Gen Z is more than just screen and apps. This generation strongly believe in mental health, equality, freedom of expression. We talk openly about stress, anxiety, burst out, and emotional struggles. These topics were ignored and hidden once. We believe asking for help is not just weakness, it's our strength. For Gen Z, success doesn't mean following the same old path. It's not only about the high salary or big title job. It's about self respect, work life balance, inner peace, doing something meaningful. We choose happiness that feels real, not the success that only looks good on papers. At the same time, Gen Z face many challenges. These in constant pressure to be perfect. Perfect look, perfect life, perfect career, etc. Social media shows only highlight, not reality. We compare our behind the screen life with someone else's highlight reels. This creates stress, insecurity, and self doubt. Many Gen Z's individuals looks confident online, but behind those posts, they are fighting silent battles. Still, Gen Z continue to adapt, question, and growth. We make different thinking, we speak differently, we dream differently, but we are building the future that value honesty, balance, and courage. Gen Z is not perfect, but we are real. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you, Janani, for making an effort to make that podcast. And again, the topic was very relevant because many people don't understand what Gen Z is, their feelings. You brought out all that very well. You could work on your confidence level a little bit because although it was a podcast and it's not a video, still the voice at certain stages were probably not very confident. So you could work on those communication skills and again connecting it to something, how can the information that you gave us, how can we use it? So a call to action, and the connection couldn't be established clearly. So but considering your age and the effort, I think it was okay. The other mentors can add on to whatever I said.
Thank you.
Janani, you are on camera. You can smile. How do you feel about your presentation? And how do you feel about it?
Was not so good. Okay, I tried.
Okay, so I think you need to congratulate yourself for on making that effort of participating. And there was a glitch in the beginning, and I was watching you. You had that calm composure. You did not lose your calm. So all this is a learning experience. Take it as a learning experience. It's just a stepping stone in your long journey of success. And I wish you all the best. You have done very well. So work on the content more. Okay, and well done. All the best for your future.
Thank you so much.
Devanjana?
Janani, I think you have a certain calm about yourself, and I completely appreciate that. And you stand very unwavered. I think that's a very strong point that you have in you. There's of course it can be better, but it will happen. You know, this is the first time. Once you do two, three more, it will of course be much better, and you'll gain confidence. And this is the process of growth basically. So you'll gradually gain that confidence. So for today, it was very nice. It was very very direct, and a little bit more research on the content would have been better. And I think the screen, even though I understand it's a podcast, but just to keep the audience engaged, something on the screen would have been a better idea. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, hi Janani. So, thank you. Yeah, thank you for educating me about Gen Z better. You all are a pragmatic, uh, tech savvy, and a progressive generation. And I definitely appreciate the quest you all have for the truth. And you also highlighted the struggles you all face, which we often miss. So, overall, it was very informative. And yes, you can still present better. You can work more on your communication skills. And yeah, you have ability to be calm under stress. So congratulations and wish you all the best, Janani. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I will change myself. I will do
Yeah, so
better
that's what I
next
said.
time.
See, you took an effort to join this program and you are coming on. It's not easy. I mean, if I give this chance to 100 people, probably one person will accept the challenge. So that itself, you should be proud. You should pat yourself on the back that you took up this challenge. Otherwise, seeing somebody who's better than you, it's easy that, my camera is not working or my internet is not working and disappear from the whole program. So that's that. So you took it up as a challenge. That's also a great thing. So it's just the first step. And these first steps, few steps are going to definitely lead you to become better and better as you conduct more and more. Thank you. Yeah, so
Thank you.
is
Thank you.
Yashwant there or left?
Yes, sir, I will continue.
Yeah, so Yashwant is unable to switch on his camera, but he'll do the presentation. Yashwant, what happened? We are unable to see you nor the presentation. Hello, Yashwant, are you there? Is there anyone? Aditi, are you left? Aditi, are you there?
I'm here. Just wait a second. I'll present.
Okay. Yashwant, then you try later. I'm giving chance to Aditi. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Aditi, you are also not unable to switch on your camera or what? What is this?
No, I can
Yeah, yeah.
present now.
Yes, please.
Wait a second. I'll share my
Yeah, yeah, sure,
screen.
sure. Take your time.
Here is my screen.
Yes, start.
Uh, so I did a social media campaign on air pollution. The platform I picked was Instagram. It was a 4-day campaign. the issue I addressed was air pollution, because air pollution is something we deal with every day, but we rarely talk about it seriously, especially on social media where most content is about entertainment and not about things that really matter, such as the quality of air that we breathe. Campaign overview. The campaign used impactful Instagram posts to highlight everyday contributors to air pollution and encourage individuals to adopt small and responsible actions. The focus was on personal accountability rather than institutional blame, because it's not just the government's responsibility, neither it's just people's responsibility. Campaign duration and content plan. On day one, it was about awareness about plastic and air pollution, the correlation between plastic and air pollution. I did a post on Instagram highlighting the connection between plastic usage and air pollution. Message focused on refusing plastic to keep air cleaner. The purpose of this was to introduce the idea that daily choices affect air quality. Day two was environmental action. Tree plantation. I did a post promoting tree plantation as a natural solution to air pollution. Emphasize long-term benefits of clean air and sustainability, because trees are not just for looks and aesthetics. They also affect our air quality and helps make air cleaner. The purpose of this was to encourage positive solution based thinking. On day three, it was about health impact of emissions and smoke. I did a post depicting smoke emissions and their threat to human life. It focused on health risks caused by polluted air, and the purpose of this was to create emotional and health based awareness. On day four, it was about action and reflection, about public transport and awareness. So I did a post on Instagram highlighting the importance of public transport and how it can help make air cleaner, and encouraging people to use public transport rather than their personal vehicles. The purpose of this was to convert awareness into action and responsibility. Even small actions make an impact. Impact of the campaign: increased awareness about causes and effects of air pollution, encourage individuals to reflect on their personal role in environmental protection, promoted responsible behavior through small achievable actions, created digital engagement and discussion around air quality issues. Because, as I said earlier, it's neither just the government's responsibility nor it's just the people's responsibility. Conclusion: the campaign demonstrated that social media can be effectively used to address environmental issues like air pollution by combining awareness with action based messaging. And it's not just air pollution, any other social issue can be addressed by combining awareness with action based messaging. The campaign encouraged individuals to become more conscious and responsible citizens and take it more seriously rather than just blaming the government. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Aditi. Again, the topic was very pertinent to what we are witnessing right now. The pollution and climate is something which is we have to all look and care for our environment so that we have a better future. So that way it was good, and your planning day wise that was also good. But I was missing some pictures. You said that you have initiated some campaign, some pictures of what you have initiated, probably planting trees or some Instagram post that you've created. Some screenshots could have been taken and added on to your presentation, because the presentation did not have any picture, so that would have helped. And of course, when you're presenting, you're very serious, so a smile will definitely help you to present and get it better. See, so you look better when you smile. So although the topic was serious nature, so it doesn't mean that you also have to be serious. Sometimes when you are initiating social projects and you want to engage with the audience, it is important that we also connect with the audience. And the best way to connect with your audience is to have a little bit of smile on your face. But otherwise, well done, and keep working on this. I'm sure you will be able to do much better. Nina.
Thank you, sir. I'll take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Aditi, your presentation was purposeful and relatable. Other thing that I noticed was that, you need to celebrate yourself because 98% of the population just speaks, and you are among the 2% who are the doers. So we have very few doers. And one thing that lacked in your presentation was the pictures, the evidence. If you are a doer, in future also, if you are a doer, always have strong evidence in the form of pictures, or maybe someone has said something about you or a testimony. So that evidence is very important for all the good work that you do. So all the best for your future too. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very thoughtful presentation, Aditi. The topic that you have chosen is very pertinent, and very few people choose to talk about it. There's a lot of memes floating on social media, but I see some actual work being done by you. So kudos to that. And as Matthew sir and Nina ma'am rightly pointed it out, that you needed to have a few pictures, maybe snapshots, screenshots of the campaigns that you have run, the engagement of the posts, that would have been that would have built a better case for you. And smile. You've done a very nice job. Yeah, and you have such a
Thank
beautiful
you, ma'am.
smile. I think you should smile more often. And very nicely presented. I like the day-wise breakup. Very planned, very sequential. So very nice. And you could have ended with a flowchart also, because it showed a very nice flow of the events. It gradually built up. So wonderfully done. Great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, Michelle ma'am.
Hi, Aditi. So, very relevant topic on pollution. You presented the problems and the solutions, and a very great way of looking at it, taking personal accountability in today's day and age. And you've used, like you said, you used Instagram to promote this campaign. It would have been really nice if you could have brought us a little more a little bit of visuals, because you did a very you presented it in a very systematic way, very detailed way, with a lot of wonderful content. But that would have just added, you know, it would have added to the beauty of your presentation. And yeah, just chill. You did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yashwant, are you ready? I think he's the last participant. Yashwant, if you are just try once. Are you there? Are you trying to share?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but we are unable to see anything as of now. Are you having some poor network or something?
Yes, sir. There is error in my.
Oh,
Uh, there is no screen sharing also.
okay, okay. Is there anyone else left now, or are we, everyone has, I think everyone has finished now, right? So, since you are having an issue, what I would suggest is you can send the presentation to me, and then probably, because since you're unable to share it, then I'll go through it and probably share with the
So
mentor.
already
Then,
I have sent you the presentation, sir.
huh?
Already I have sent you the presentation, the effective
Yeah,
communication.
yeah, fine. So we will go through that. and then we'll give the feedback. Okay, since you are unable to present and your camera is also, you're not unable to switch.
Yes,
So,
sir.
all those who are there, I mean, we've covered more than 2 hours now, and I really appreciate all the mentors who joined. Jyoti ma'am had to leave for another meeting, so Devanjana ma'am, thank you for sparing the valuable time. So, as I always say to everyone, that time is the greatest resource that you can give to anyone. So, because time is so precious, thank you, Michelle ma'am, for also sparing your valuable time in spite of being busy. You had time for our young people. So the young people are the future. So we need to give them time, and we need to help them out. And also teaching is the best learning. That is what I have felt, that whenever you are there for someone, whenever you reach out to people, they also are encouraged, and we also go through that learning process. So Gyankar and Pratibha, you there from the beginning. So you've been, I mean, it's been a wonderful association. So I hope this carries on further. We are going to not stop this, although my intention was to stop it after 2 months. But it's like I have fallen in love with all of you people, because constant interaction, you get close to people, and then there is you want to do more. So we'll take a break for probably for your exams, and then we'll come back in May, June, whenever you're a little free, and then we'll try to plan out something. So on these words, I want to maybe some last words, Nina and Devana ma'am and Michelle, you can, we'll end it. Yes, Nina. You're on mute, Nina.
Okay, I want to congratulate all the participants over here and thank you to Devanjana ma'am and Michelle ma'am and Jyoti ma'am who have been there. And at this age, let me tell you, at this age, it is very difficult to get feedback in a very positive way. Even adults, they don't like to be corrected, they don't like to be given feedback, and they hold themselves back. But you are here on camera throughout for these so many weeks you have been working at this, and you have taken all the feedback so positively, and I have a lot of admiration for all of you, and I'm sure you will do very well in life, because at this age, if you can take feedback very positively to improve yourself, nothing like it. And sky is the limit. Sky is not the limit, sky is the limit. Whatever uh, you think the rainbow is yours. So all the best for all your future endeavors. I am really appreciative of your presence and participation. Thank you so much for making me a part of this. Thank you, Matthew.
Welcome, Devana ma'am.
Congratulations to the little wonders, actually. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of, grit and confidence to come on such a, platform, face the camera for um, such diverse topics also, and it's wonderfully done. I'm sure the mentorship also mattered so much. Matthew sir, Nina ma'am, Jyoti ma'am, Michelle ma'am, and so many people guiding you, hand holding, and you are ready to take that. That matters the most, right? We find ourselves very closed these days. The fact that you are so open to corrections, open to improvement, you're always trying to climb up the ladder, chin up always, that matters the most. And thanks to Matthew sir, Nina ma'am, and all the other educationists and panelists for including me into this. It was a very good growth for me as well, part of learning, because there's so much to learn from these youngsters, and especially the energy, the positivity, the optimism. I think these are the things which I keep infusing into myself every single day, and it helps me to see the sun brighter. So yes, sunshine and smiles to you all, and have a wonderful year ahead of learning and growth. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Michelle.
So Thank you, Matthew, sir, first of all, for giving me this opportunity right from day one till today. And all the mentors, thank you for being there. And all the students who've presented today, all of you have been brilliant in your own ways. You'll be unique, and you all chose such lovely topics. So, like I said, like all of Debanjana ma'am said that it's a place for learning. So even I am a person who loves to learn, and this is lifelong learning. And these internships are a way to go along that path. And yeah, so today was a lovely evening interacting with all of you, and a lot of takeaways for me as well. And wishing you all a brilliant and incredible future, and many more fun internships along the way. So keep learning, keep growing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any participant wants to say something? Gyan, Kaur, Lakshita, Devansh, anybody, Pratibha, Janani, if you want to say something, you're most welcome.
Sir, I would just like to thank you. It was a really good experience. It was like being a part of the student community and presenting what we are really passionate about and having a platform to do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, most welcome.
Sir, I think first of all, I would like to thank everyone and all the mentors and even the fellow participants. We have learned so much from them, and I think, sir, this has made us realize about our own potential, like what we can do. Given the 1 week deadline, we were able to make the project, rehearse about it, make the introduction, and even with the videos, with the YouTube videos, we could see that how we are speaking and what more what room for improvement there is. So, sir, it has helped us grow so much in 2 months, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir,
you
for
so
the
much.
opportunity.
God
Thank you,
bless.
sir.
You all have actually proved that you are your best competition, and I'm sure each one of you is better than yesterday.
Anybody else wants to add on something? Gyan Kaur or Janani, who's on the screen?
Sir, actually, I'm not, I won't talk in crowd. First time I'm facing a crowd and seeing you guys and speaking.
Well done.
So it's a
Well
nice
done.
opportunity for me. Thank
Well
you.
done.
That is authentic sharing, Janani.
Yes.
Congratulations for that. Well done. It
Clearly,
takes courage.
honestly,
It takes
it's so
courage to
nice
share
to hear
that.
this from her, right?
Yeah. Gyan Kaur, yes, go ahead.
So it was a great experience for me as a teenager. I love to participate in many things and I really enjoyed this internship. I loved and I experienced many things and I got to learn many things. Thank you so much, sir
Thank you.
and
God
mentors.
bless. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think we've had a good interaction today and hope we continue this further. Maybe in another 2, 3 months, we'll initiate something. And we've got some very good mentors who we work on this common project for the good of our youngsters. So that is what has brought us together. So I hope that we'll be able to collaborate more and we'll be able to create more awareness. And next time, probably after exam, when you're a little more free, create some doable actions for the community so that others are all inspired to take up some projects and actually try to make a difference in our society. So on this note, I want to thank you all. Good night. Good night,
Good
everyone.
night, everyone.